Imagine you are in a dark underground club in Berlin. A kick drum hits 130 beats per minute. You feel the vibration in your chest. Now shift the scene. You're standing in a huge Gothic cathedral. The air is cool. And suddenly, the pipe organ releases a deep note that shakes your stomach and the stone floor. You can open your eyes. On the surface, these two worlds, classical music and techno, look like opposites. But tonight, I want to suggest something provocative. Techno is closer to classical music than we think, and a DJ set, in its own way, follows a structure similar to the Catholic Mass. Let's start with Johann Sebastian Bach. He used a musical trick that every modern DJ uses today. He begins with a short pattern in the bass, basically a few notes that repeat again and again, a loop. That loop becomes the bass line of the piece, the foundation. Above it, Bach adds more layers that keep changing. More notes, faster rhythms, more intensity. The result is not a song that goes from A to B, but a journey deeper into the same idea. And that is exactly what good techno does. Think of a classic club track. It starts with a loop, a kick, a bass, maybe a chord. It repeats bar after bar. Slowly, the producer adds more layers. An echo, a voice, a clap, more tension. If you look at the sheet music, not much is happening. But if you listen with your body, it becomes a physical journey. Tension grows, releases, grows again. Let me give you an example. Think of the famous track Insomnia by Faithless. For a long time, the harmony barely changes. But over time, the texture grows thicker and more emotional. Bach did the same thing. He was not just writing melodies, but designing energy cycles that grow and grow. As you can see, different centuries, different audiences, different instruments, but the underlying method is similar. Take something simple, repeat it, and transform it step by step. Now, the second connection. What does a DJ set at the club have to do with the Catholic Mass? Let me be clear, I'm not saying a church is a club, even though the band Faithless, techno band, once claimed, "This is my church." What I'm saying is this: both a mass and a club are ritual journeys. Both guide a group of strangers through time using repetition, sound, and a shared emotional arc. Think about the Sunday Mass and the DJ set at the club. They have a clear structure. The first phase is the gathering. In the Mass, people walk in from the street and slowly they become a community. In the club, this is the warm-up. People enter, the DJ lets them feel the room, playing slow music. The second phase is the build-up. In the Mass, the readings and the psalms, they deepen attention. In the club, the music gets faster and the crowd starts to move as one body. This is followed by the peak. In the Mass, the climax is the Eucharist, the highest point of meaning. In the club, this is peak time. The DJ drops the biggest anthem of the night and hands go up in the air. And the last phase, the release. In the Mass, finally there's a blessing and people return to daily life a little changed. In the club, the DJ slows the tempo, the lights come up, and people walk out into the sunrise feeling different. The clearest example of this is Easter Vigil. It starts in darkness, a fire is lit, and the readings build the story. And then, after a long silence, the Gloria explodes. The bells ring, the organ roars, and then the release. In the club, different meaning, of course, but the same emotional architecture. First of all, it starts with silence, then you have the anticipation, after that, the explosion, and then the release, the transformation. There's only one difference. In the club, the explosion is not called Gloria, but the drop. Let's move towards the end. The next time you hear a 4-on-the-floor kick drum at the club or the drop, you might ask yourself, am I sure this has nothing to do with Bach? That I'm not in church? The tools are different. One uses a 300-year-old pipe organ, the other one uses a laptop and a mixer. One waits for God, the other one waits for the drop. But underneath, the human need is the same. To take repetition, give it shape, and turn it into meaning. My Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, from Bach to Berlin, from the Mass to the main room, we keep building the same invisible structure in time, whether we call it liturgy or simply music. Thank you.